It's exploded in flames at the World Trade Center. Life as we know it changed. Family and friends went off to war. There were searches at the airports, but perhaps nowhere was the impact more acutely felt than in Houston's large Islamic community. 11 News reporter Jeff McShann was given rare access to Muslims who are now living under a cloak of constant suspicion.
When Daniel Maldonado was let out of the federal courthouse here, many Houston Muslims said it was another dark day. Not because the former resident was charged with conspiring to use weapons of mass destruction, but because they knew the latest news would make their lives even more difficult.
Being suspicious about it is fine, but being KGB about it is wrong.
Bobby Fattah is an American, a Houstonian, a talk show host, and a Muslim. A man concerned about his community, he says, because they've been through so much already.
9/11 is a scar on my heart, and it will always be there. Not only because thousands of innocent people died, but because also that it tainted the picture. It tainted the image of Muslims completely.
11 News spent time on the city's southwest side and quickly learned that Muslims, some 400,000 here, are desperate to get the word out about their fears and their growing lack of trust with their neighbors, the media, and especially our government.
Our mosques are being bugged out. They're being taped. The people have been followed around. Yes, indeed. Okay, but what is the limit? There's got to be you got to draw a line somewhere.
It's no secret the FBI is conducting counterintelligence here and abroad. FBI Supervisor Russell Robinson.
And we have a lot of folks that are sympathizers to what's going on overseas, and we have a definite concern about that here.
Agent Robinson insists, however, the Bureau does not focus on Muslims, reminding us of terrorist Timothy McVeigh. But
we're an outcast right now. We are scared. We are scared that if something else like 9/11 ever happened, that we'll be driven out of our houses and thrown in concentration camps like Japanese did in the Second World War.
Is the system perfect? No, it's definitely not perfect.
Brett Hovington is a supervisory special agent with the FBI in Washington, D.C. He tells 11 News the Bureau is making a strong effort to bridge the gap.
There are strengths and weaknesses on both sides. What we try to do is take our strengths from the government FBI perspective and partner up with the strengths of the organizations and community to make sure that we have win-win situations across the board.
And the Muslim community admits the Houston office of the FBI is working hard to improve the relationship.
Every day in the newspapers you see that somebody has killed somebody in the name of Islam.
There is still tension, though, and it was clearly evident to us when several Muslims left the mosque when they saw our cameras there.
A lot of people come to me, and a lot of people express their sympathy and empathy towards what we are going through. But the problem is that there is certain portion of this whole machinery which is feeding the frenzy, which is feeding the fire.
Alleged actions by Daniel Maldonado does nothing to help. And FBI Houston meets every few months with the Muslim community. Special Agents Shauna Dunlap and Russell Robinson, who you just heard there, have appeared on Bobby Fattah's radio show. Both sides understand they need each other's help, and it's our job as journalists to let the viewers know about the ongoing and hopefully growing relationship. Jeff McShann.